that is our water pump pulley. Check this out. Right, next up is rotating the engine, so this slot kind of lines up. There is a casting in there, which you can't see because there's a shadow, and then we can put the timing tools on it. So I've rotated it around. So this line is up about level with the casting, all the way up to that bolt up there. So now I've just put a timing tool on, goes in the little bolt hole where the timing cover was, and then it just kind of bolts over that, just to keep the crankshaft totally still. Right, so now the timing tool down there is attached, all nice and tight. Just made sure that this water pump pulley is all the way over. So this side, this right hand side, is totally tight. Just made sure that camshaft is in the middle. Made some timing marks, as you can see. Let's take this tensioner off. Tensioner's off. New tensioner comes in the timing kit. Right, we can take the belt off. Definitely needed doing. Wow, look at that. Taking chunks out of it. Even if you look in here, it's super perished anyway, so it was definitely needed doing even before the failure of the water pump. So now there should be 4 10mm fixings here. I think 3 are bolts and 1's a nut. There we are, water pump is coming out. The bearing in there has absolutely destroyed itself. Wow. Just for a comparison, should be nice and tight as one whole unit. If you can see in where the water pump should be, it's full of, well, gunk and sealant and all sorts, so just going to spend a bit of time cleaning that up. Hopefully it's clear to see now that that's all nice and clean. Just scraped off all the old sealant with the razor blade and cleaned it up with some brake cleaner and some wipes. Sealing surface looks all good to go. I did find something interesting. Here, this little guy, that fell out. That is part of the old water pump assembly. It's like a bit of bearing or something. I have had a bit of a dig around in the cavity. I couldn't find any more, maybe little tiny bits, but yeah, I've got as much as I could out. So from factory, this water pump had sealant going around this little channel down in here, but you can buy them nowadays with just a gasket, because that's a lot easier. Okay, time to get this back down in there. Try this way, shall we? Some bolts. Right, so on to installing the cam belt. A lot of cam belts will have arrows directional to the rotation of the engine, but if you don't have that on your cam belt, then make sure the writing reads in the same direction as the engine. So let's pop her on. So importantly, we've got to keep it tight down here so that we've got a good synchronization up here. It's very easy to get it a tooth out. That would be a couple of a tooth or two out actually. So this, boom, as you can see, now it's tight. That would be in the correct position. You can see the timing marks just here. So we'll do that. Right, the majority of that's in the correct position, and time to put the tensioner on. So the tensioner just slides on here. A little tensioner tool here to help us get some tension on it and nip it up and just see how that goes. You want to tighten that to 30 Newton meters. Right, just taking this timing tool off, and then we can spin it around 2 times, is what we want to do, and make sure the timing marks line back up again perfectly. And that's twice. Have a look at the top. timing mark on there, and use the flat, use the flat. Perfect. Also, just to check the tension as well, doesn't want to be any tighter or looser than that.
So with the timing belt and water pump all installed, it's time to put everything else back together, ready for the first start. Top it up with coolant. First try. No.
Oh dear. So what have we got? So bit of an update, bit of a time jump this actually. And yes, this isn't Callum, this is Stephen now speaking. Things have escalated quite a bit. So quick update, Callum had put the new timing belt kit on, new water pump, system bled, no issues. Upon startup, it was, you know, started up, sounded a bit lumpy. But yeah, from that point on, things have escalated. And just want to point out that this ran lumpy as anything when we started it. So update on things that we found broken, because this thing has got hot, very hot I think at some point. So spark plugs, there's the end of one, the other, the end of a plug wire, and the boot. So it's a nice mixed bag there. So they have definitely got a bit hot. In fact, I'll show you the remains. Here are said remains. See all the dangly bits coming out. So there's shot, they're done. We need a new set of plug leads and also some spark plugs. And also I was trying to find out why it was hunting. Obviously we did have a bit of a misfire, that's explained. But the trick with these, whenever these engines get hot, they have a habit of melting the inlet manifold. And the quick way to diagnose that is when it's running, just put your hand over the throttle. I can't do it now because we've done all this off camera. But the engine stays running and you can hear a hissing. Now that hissing, I'm just in the process of taking off this inlet manifold. So if you look straight down there, I can't really see it I'm afraid, but there's a bolt, one of the bottom bolts that holds the inlet manifold on. It's sunken in, and spraying some easy start around that area with the engine run, you can hear the revs increase, so it was definitely game over for that. Been able to get away with, see if we can just remove it, maybe put a new gasket on and stick a washer on there just to keep it tight. If not, I don't know how expensive or cheap these are. If it's cheap enough, I think it's probably just best, a bit of insurance, just put a new one on there. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm going to take the inlet manifold off, which is a bit of a pain because you've got some hidden bolts right down the bottom there. Have a look at that, see what's going on, and I think what we're going to plan to do is new plugs, new plug wires, sort the inlet manifold out, start it back up, re-bleed it because there is an alarming amount of air being drawn in. I hope, just hope, fingers crossed, that it's not head gasket. Who knows what's going to happen, but we've got to try for all little Fifi. It's getting hot in here, so gotta take off my inlet manifold. Jesus. I put my hand around to get this bolt out and I must have knocked the scuttle drain. Look at that pouring out, still going. Right, all bolts are off and we're being held up on something. I think it's all these pipes here, but first, coffee! Let me guess, I'm going to burn my mouth. Yep, burnt. Lovely. Right, back to it. So, I've had to take the throttle assembly off. Numerous different vacuum lines, brake servo lines, return lines. Anyway, next dilemma. This is all loose, ready to come off. This is a classic case of mechanic versus engineer. Now you're going to make me want to take this engine mount off loose and prize it. I don't know, we'll figure it out. It's coming off. You're coming with me. I win, you lose. Inlet manifold off. Before the battery dies on this GoPro, we look like we've got a bit hot. Let's have a look at the other side. Oh yeah, and this is what I was talking about, this sunk in. See how this one's like flush? It's hard to see on camera, but that one's, well, even that one's starting to sink in, but if you look, the bolts are sunk in, so it would have gave us a vacuum leak along here. In fact, you can actually see the black staining. Sorry, the lighting's off, but there's some black staining, and this is all, yeah. You are done, fine sir. Thank you for your service. Please leave. Do not pass go. Do not collect your $200. Callum.
Hello.
It's melted.
What's melted?
The inlet manifold. I've got it off.
Oh, nice.
Are you bringing the minions or the minions staying here?
Stay in. Come on.
Bye bye. She gone.
Yeah, she gone.
So,
Let's see if we can get a second hander.
do you know how annoying that was getting off?
What, after you said it would be easy?
It's because I've seen all these bolts. I thought, oh, it's only them bolts, and then another clip, and then a vacuum line, and then this. And you know, Fiat do those stupid clips. Everyone knows. You know.
Yeah, well,
these ones. Them.
Oh, those.
Them.
Oh, yeah.
That's coming off. I'm putting a Jubilee on that. No, we've got the proper tool for that. But look, starter motors are dead easy to do on these. Not what people complain about. And then there's the plug situation. Oh, we can't even see anything. Right, here we go. Oh yeah, starters are easy. Right, top of plug one there. That one's all right. Hey mate, what are you doing on there? Right, let's compression test it. So let's just do a quick compression test. We want to see, I would suspect for this sort of engine between 150, 170. Okay, cylinder number one. Oh, 125. Oh, okay. All right, next. Okay. What do we have? Roll. Oh dear. 100. We got a blown gasket. This head's gonna come off. Cylinder number 3. Oh no. I can't be right. No, please. Oh, that'll explain why we're getting air in the cooling system then. Oh, let's just try that again. There's nothing on that one. Oh, come on, that can't be right. Absolute not a bean. Recap, we've got 125 on cylinder 1, 100 on cylinder 2, 3, dead in the water. Let's try cylinder 4. Wow. Yeah. Oh God. Time to break the news to Callum.
What you found? Compression. Oh.
Compression has left the chat, Callum. Oh. What do you reckon? 4. So I'm just what's that gauge?
Yes.
Whilst I turn the key. Are you ready?
Oh.
Well, wait for it. It did move. If you release the pressure, watch. Oh. 4. You were right, actually. That mate, well done. That was good. Yeah, that head's coming off.
Yay!
Yay! Clap hands. And look at the state of these plugs. They have not been done.
So how is that running so smoothly?
Because Fiat.
On revs.
And it drove down to the end of that road and back.
How did that engine do that? That's actually pretty good.
Didn't I tell you? They're bulletproof to the point where you can rev it up. It was fine. It initialized. Everything was fine. But yeah, she got hot. Call it a day for today.
Yep.
Make a list. To be continued. I don't know what that means.
So that, I would say, is a banana shape.
Banana.